Let's have a look first at the Guardian newspaper. Leading with that growing tension between Westminster and regional leaders over coronavirus restrictions. Many of the changes coming in today, of course, it reports claims by Greater Manchester's leaders that Boris Johnson has attempted to strong-arm them into accepting restrictions without providing additional money to businesses.
The Times is reporting that 1 million coronavirus tests a day will be carried out by Christmas, citing predictions from scientists. School children will be offered weekly Covid-19 screening as early as next week. The paper adds, with results being given in as little as 15 minutes.
Let's have a look at the Daily Mail, leading on plans to fine drivers £200 for touching their mobile phones while at the wheel. Currently, drivers can be prosecuted only if they use handheld devices to call or text.
Going to surprise a lot of people, that. Have you got anything that you're desperate to show?
Well, you know, these extraordinary sheepdog stories pop up every once in a while, and the value they have. I mean, the value in the work they do, but also literally the very best trained and the ones who have the best pedigree. This is a sheepdog recently who at auction went for £20,000. So
what can he do? She, he?
Well, just by all accounts is a master at obviously herding sheep. And Mrs. Jones is the lady who bought her, Donna Jones here, who said she'd been saving for some time for a new trained sheepdog. She's got 750 sheep at a farm in South Wales. And she said, I'm delighted. I'm sure Henry's going to have a wonderful time working here with my family. But of course, I mean, it's like the price of a dog, is it? It's like an investment. It's like a piece of machinery. It's like something that's going to make the farm work. Beautiful, amazing dogs.
What's the weirdest thing you've used a teabag for?
I can't think. Off the top of my head, I can't think. But I'm sure that's, whatever that is, I'm sure it's more extreme. What is it?
Space, the final frontier. So cosmonauts are on £110 billion International Space Station, right? There's a leak. So what do? They go into their pantry. I'm sure they don't have a pantry. They go into their resources and they get a teabag. And what they found is they find the teabag was swaying towards the leak, found the leak. So obviously when the teabag looked a little bit wet, that's how they found the leak. I find it rather odd, and then they patched it up with tape.
What surprises me most is that they've got tea bags in space at all. I had no idea that they took tea bags to space. No idea at all. I just don't know why.
Why? Because you can't imagine them making a cup of tea in space.
Well, I thought it'd be some kind of instant situation where you wouldn't actually have a tea bag. I don't know. It just seems like take up quite a bit of space.
Tea leaves would be a real pain in space.
Yeah, you have an instant tea drink or something that you just kind of, I don't know, isn't it everything
There
instant?
is instant tea, isn't there? I remember instant tea.
Tea in space.
Horrible
on me.
Horrible stuff.
Ben's got the weather for us. Picking up and using a mobile phone while driving will become illegal under new legislation as ministers try to banish a loophole which has allowed some people to avoid prosecution. The Department for Transport wants to update the law, which was imposed before the advent of smartphones. The new legislation would make it illegal to use a device not just for making calls or sending texts, but also things like scrolling through a music app. Using the internet, drivers will still be able to use hands-free phones under the plan.